Greetings, brother Black Light one more time. This video I'm doing now is going to be entitled "A Funked Up Thing Happened on the Way to the Throne." You know, at one time in the black man's culture, he had to be living as close to the universal laws closer than close. The planet Earth has been in existence more than a million, more than a billion, but a trillion, trillions of years. A lot of people don't believe that because they're going by the Caucasians' science. But did you know in the early 1900s, Caucasian thought the Earth was in existence for about 6,000 years. And I'm going to show you in this video why we are born suckers to the Caucasian, because we don't put two and two together. Now, when we started going to school, elementary school, and we started taking up history and science and social studies, and we seen in the textbooks that the Caucasian was considered a caveman at one time. I know when I was coming up, they had a diagram of an amoeba, one-celled creature that was in the waters, and then start developing feet and legs to climb ashore, and eventually was an ape, then started walking upright like a man and was full of hair and horrific looking, and this creature became a white man. And you don't see no black man developing nowhere on his illustration, on his diagram. And going back to the caveman days, he didn't know how to make a fire. He didn't know how to talk. Matter of fact, he was almost on all fours. He was crawling around on all fours. Then all of a sudden, he invented a wheel, and that wheel, from that wheel came other inventions. He eventually learned how to make a fire and how to cook food. But in between all this time, how did he develop all of this knowledge? How did he know how to talk? See, evolution eventually made him talk. But in the Bible, some of that contradicts the Bible. And that's what the white man was going by. So he say. In these up and coming videos, we're going to demonstrate to you how you got to use common sense. You know, everything ain't in the book. Everything ain't in ain't the truth, really, put it like that. Everything ain't the truth. And you got to take, especially what the white man give you, with a grain of salt, because he going to mix in some lies. Now, you should ask yourself, how did the Caucasian develop language? And how did he all of a sudden make a wheel? All of a sudden make a fire? Learn how to make a fire. All this stuff had to take from where he came from, when the white man came from walking on all fours, had to take longer than 6,000 years. This is Black Light. Stay tuned for the next video.